Hey, what's up guys? I'm so excited to bring you this unboxing because we have got the Halo Infinite Xbox Series X bundle. Now, there's quite a lot of stuff in here to unpack, but there's a few secrets in here that you might not have noticed the first time around. Now, being the Halo Infinite Xbox Series X, they obviously had to emblazon it with as much of Master Chief as possible, and you've got the big man himself right there on the front of the box, next to what you can expect to find inside. So, we're going to have the console, the controller, plus there's actually some box art for the game itself because you do get a copy of the campaign with this bundle, which is pretty nice. On the side itself, you're going to have a breakdown of what you can expect from your Series X. Now, it is the world's most powerful console, so of course you're going to be able to play in 4K up to 120 FPS. You're going to be benefiting from the Velocity architecture as well, and that 1 terabyte super fast SSD. Once we get around to the back side, we again have the big man himself, Master Chief once more, and the big Power Your Dreams icon right there. If we go around to the final side here, we've also got the 20 years of Halo icon just there, celebrating Halo, of course, and Xbox. Don't want to waste any more time, let's just get right into this thing. Once we've got the outer sleeve off, the inner packaging itself has got some more really cool nods to Halo. We've got Master Chief, of course, in the middle with some foil on his visor, which is super reflective, a really nice touch. Halo Infinite's logo, plus, again, the 20 years anniversary logo celebrating Halo and Xbox. If you prefer a different pose for the big man himself, you can flip it round and you've got him again here with, yes, that reflective foil on his visor and the MA40 assault rifle from the game. Now, if you're long-time fans of the franchise, there's actually going to be something on this side of the box that you'll definitely want to read. It's actually a message from 343 Industries to the fans themselves, so give it a read and be a bit inspired maybe by their words. Let's get this box opened up. Wow, now that is nice. So if you've ever seen a Series X unboxed, you normally do get the console right in the middle. It's almost like a treasure chest in a way, but it typically just has a simple black bit of paper over the top to cover the console and protect it. However, in the Infinite bundle, you actually get this sort of black and gold emblazoned paper that's protecting the console, and it looks amazing. It's just what you'd expect from such a premium item. However, on the Xbox Series X Halo Infinite bundle, you actually get this black and gold emblazoned paper itself, which looks really cool and definitely suits such a premium console. There's another really nice in-game universe nod as well, because right up top above the console, we've also got the UNSC crest emblazoned right there. All right, enough mucking about. Let's get this console out. Ooh, it's a heavy boy. Nice. So like I mentioned, it's got this outer sleeve, which once you've opened it up, you can actually see the 117 number, which is of course Master Chief's designation right there as well. The UNSC font, and once again, that 20 years icon, which is obviously celebrating Halo and Xbox. Now, I'm going to be super careful in getting the sleeve off because I don't want to damage this thing. It looks amazing. Just slides up the top like that. And now we have this protective plastic as well, literally like unwrapping a present. It's so cool. Really lovely unboxing experience. And there is our first look at the console itself, and it is just such a thing of beauty. Of course, the first thing you're going to notice on this is that striking colorway and pattern. Again, it's got that same kind of gold and black theme going throughout, which really does mirror that Mjolnir armor that Chief is going to be wearing in Halo Infinite. Right up top, with a button that you're going to be pressing plenty of if you want to get into the game, is the Nexus button itself, and this time it's actually gold, which is a really nice touch. And if you're looking carefully, you can probably also see this small outline just here, which mirrors that same visor UI that you're going to be looking at and looking through when you're playing as Master Chief in the game. Now, the black and gold Mjolnir-inspired armor effect actually continues round to all of the other sides of the console itself, which is a really cool touch. Plus, if you're paying close attention, you might notice that these lines here are actually quite deeply etched, which gives the console a quite nice tactile feeling to it as well. On the back of the Halo Infinite console, we've actually got the 20 years of Halo logo in gold as well, which is a really nice touch. Something that really sets this console apart from others though is the top side where the vent is, because typically on a Series X, this would be green. However, on the Infinite one, it's actually blue, which is inspired by Cortana. And if you take a deep peek inside, you can see on the fan itself, there's even a kind of blue splatter effect, which is really cool. The sparkles you see here are actually the same star constellations you would see from the surface of Zeta Halo, which is a really cool in-game and in-universe nod. Of course, that spatter does continue even to the bottom of the console itself, which is a really nice touch, even if you wouldn't be seeing much of it. But if you look really closely, you'll actually see a nice little message from the Xbox team. Right, let's move the console aside and see what else we've got going on in the box, because there should be an amazing controller hidden inside this little secret compartment. That's actually really cool that even the foam inserts themselves kind of mirror Master Chief's UI visor. So inside this pouch, we're going to have a limited edition controller that comes just with this bundle. There's no other way of getting it, for good reason though, because it is absolutely stunning. There's a few key things that really help tie this controller to Halo Infinite's universe as well. Again, you're going to see that same black and gold kind of Mjolnir armor inspired look with that gold Nexus button right there up top. But one thing I really love about the controller that I'll talk about in a sec is the texture of it on the back. Of course, this is one of the brand new controllers, so as you'd expect, you are getting your share button, as well as the new hybrid D-pad with the faceted dish design. And if we look at the back, once again, we get to see that celebrating 20 years of Halo logo right there, and those textured grips that I was talking about earlier. Obviously, when you're playing Halo Infinite's campaign and the multiplayer, just having a bit more grip on the controller itself really goes quite far. Now, if you loved the etching on the console, you'll be pleased to hear that the same attention to detail has been applied to the controller. You've got that same laser etch design going on the facade itself, which actually helps improve your grip even further. So as I mentioned, this is one of the newer Series X and S wireless pads, which is really nice because it's got that slightly reduced size, which even if you've got big hands like me, it actually fits perfectly. You've got your A, B, X, and Y buttons, of course, for all your inputs. On top of the controller, we've got the shoulder buttons and the triggers, which have that textured dot grip pattern, which is really handy. You've got your USB-C connector here if you're playing with a play and charge kit, or you just want to plug directly into the console, plus the pair button as well to play wirelessly. I've said it plenty of times, but there's so much grip on this controller, it's perfect. And that even goes towards the thumbsticks as well, which is really nice. They feel just great, definitely won't lose any grip on them. Now, we're still not done with the box just yet. There's a couple more things in here that we need, so let's put that aside and check out, first off, this HDMI cable. Now, it's a HDMI 2.1 specification cable, which is perfect for those of you looking to experience next-gen gaming of 4K and up to 120 FPS. Of course, you will need a compatible device to experience those frame rates and that resolution target, but there's plenty of them out there. One more cable that you literally can't play without, and that's the power cable. Our one comes with a UK plug, but of course yours will come with the appropriate one for your country. Now, last thing that you need from the box is the digital direct instructions on how to redeem your copy of Halo Infinite's campaign. If you're looking for an actual code here, you won't find one because the way that you redeem it is actually on the console itself. It's got everything you need to know on how to get it up and running.
As you can see, it is an amazing piece, whether you're a collector or for Halo fans alike. But if this is your very first Xbox console, there's a few things that you might want to know. Now, obviously, this thing is designed to play games, whether that is digitally with the internal 1TB SSD or physical copies of games thanks to the internal Blu-ray drive. So if you're looking for a big library of games to play on your console, you might want to check out Xbox Game Pass. It allows you to play over 100 incredible games, including first-party titles day one across PC, console, and even cloud gaming if you go for Game Pass Ultimate. When you're ready to get online and playing some games with your friends via Xbox Live, you actually got a couple of options with the Series X for connecting it. You can use the built-in Wi-Fi connector if you'd rather not muck about with any cables, but for the most reliable connection, you definitely want to use the Ethernet port on the back of the console. Located there, you've also got a couple of USB ports for connecting some of your peripherals, as well as there being an extra port on the front located near the pair button. So if you were super clever and you did decide to pick up Xbox Game Pass, you might start running out of storage. Luckily, there is a slot on the back which you can plug some storage expansion cards into, which will give you way more room to cram in some more games.
This is a piece that really loves to celebrate all of the history of Halo, which is great because the Series X itself can actually play from a catalogue of 4 different generations of Xbox, all the way back to the OG.
There's actually a couple of unique things about this console that really tie it to the Halo universe. First up, we've actually got a custom startup chime when you power the console on. Let's have a listen. Weirdly soothing. And when you power it off. And the final thing I want to show you that's really cool, I actually need a black light for it. But there is something really awesome on the front of the console near the visor. You can see this glyph. Not too sure what it actually means, but I guess if you play Halo Infinite, you'll probably find out. You also get a lot more illumination of the star constellation itself, which just looks beautiful.
So that just about wraps up everything we've got in the Xbox Series X Halo Infinite bundle. It is a beautiful piece. I absolutely love this thing. If you want to check out some more of our unboxings for consoles and peripherals, check out the rest of our channel. Plus, we're going to have loads of Halo Infinite content coming up in the future. So make sure you hit subscribe and don't forget to hit the notification bell, otherwise you might miss it. If you love this unboxing, leave a like and we will see you in the next one. Bye.